it is no secret that what you eat can have a big effect on your health. But with so many mixed messages and misleading claims, knowing which foods are actually good for you is not always easy. So we brought in the expert, Rhonda Walker, to talk about this. You're so healthy as it is, so that's the good part.
Here's the deal. Like, knowing what foods are good and bad for you, I think we do know.
Right.
But then you get inundated with all of these claims. You're on social media and you're getting, oh, try this. This helps you lose weight. This is good for your skin.
This will make you shed 20 pounds in 20 minutes.
Right. And then you just you go down this rabbit hole and you start buying things you never would have bought before. But good old like fruits and vegetables and, foods that are not processed, those are still good for you.
Okay. So Consumer Reports actually did a little diving, right?
A little diving on some of the claims online and on social media that you want to watch out for. When Pilar Ortiz started experiencing discomfort and swelling throughout her body, she looked at her diet.
I thought, what if I just eliminate all processed foods?
These days, making healthy food choices can feel more confusing than ever, especially with so much information and misinformation just a click away.
Can I read the ingredients? Do I understand where they come from?
To separate nutrition facts from fiction, Consumer Reports' Trisha Calvo says it helps to start by taking a critical look at what you see online, especially on social media.
Be wary of claims that say a food is 100% good or bad.
Take seed oils. For example, some critics claim that these cause inflammation and may lead to serious health problems like cancer, heart disease, and type 2 diabetes. But research tells a different story. Studies show that people with higher levels of linoleic acid, a type of omega-6 fat, actually have a lower risk of cardiovascular disease, possibly because seed oils can help reduce inflammation. So what's really going on?
We've known for decades that these oils can cut bad cholesterol and have other health benefits. What may be a legitimate concern with seed oils is that they're used heavily in ultra-processed foods.
Raw milk has made headlines lately, too, with supporters claiming it's more nutritious than pasteurized milk. But there's no evidence for that. Plus, raw milk is riskier, especially because it can contain bacteria like Listeria or E. coli, which can make you really sick. Pasteurization kills those and other bacteria. And what about nightshade vegetables like tomatoes and peppers? Well, these contain a compound called solanine that some say trigger inflammation, but experts say, well, that's not the whole story.
The solanine content is very low, and its link to inflammation isn't conclusive.
That's one of the ones that got me too about peppers, because my husband said that to me, but he saw it online. And the more we looked at it, it was like, yeah, but you have to eat a ton of peppers before you would ever have that. So if you are getting your information online and social media, and let's face it, we are consuming it so much, make sure that those sources are credible. Look for experts who have RD, MD, PhD in medicine along with their names. And then also make sure that they're affiliated with a hospital or university.
Right. Somebody who's actually doing research and knows what they're talking
about. Right. Just an
about.
Extra layer. Is this a registered dietitian? Is this someone that has really studied food and understands it? Because you do. Even when you look at different supplements too, there's all these different things online and all these product claims. And if you take the time and really listen to them, you are ready to press the buy button. Yeah. You're sold on it.
Right.
But then you need to back up. You need to do research. You need to go to like Mayo Clinic or Henry Ford Health or DMC or websites that you trust, from institutions that you trust, from actual doctors and registered dietitians. You have to take the extra time to do that because the impulse is there.
Well, and I think that's part of the problem too, is that we want so much of this to be true.
Yes.
I want what it says. You could shed 50 pounds in 3 weeks.
Exactly.
This is fantastic. I can't wait for this.
Right.
But, and you're very good about this because you're pretty strict on your diet and your exercise routine. I'm not so much at all.
That's the hardest part.
Right.
Is the discipline and the making time for it. It's hard, and we all fall off. I think it's just an ongoing life, effort that you have to just continually to get back on it. Because if you don't, you are going to have health problems.
Right.
And it's going to be far more than just something that a cucumber is going to fix. But if you eat more of those cucumbers, maybe you can stave off some of the problems later.
Well, and then we work in a newsroom and donuts just show up every hour.
Exactly.
It's all around. The temptation's always there.
And you look upstairs, we have like a little snack room, and It's very hard to find
Every
fruits and
time I go up there,
vegetables.
I'm like, is there something healthy I
No,
can eat here? Is
just
there anything?
chips. Lots of chips.
Maybe
like
it looks
every chip
healthy?
you could imagine.
We should talk
At least
about
there's
that,
small bags,
right?
small portions.
Not even veggie straws, nothing.
No.
And I don't even know if those are good.
And
for you.
honestly, I think those are like air. I wouldn't even bother. You're still going to want something else after
right?
that.
No calories,
Yeah.
but whatever.
Just
All right.
try to like take a pause before you jump on the bandwagon of any trend. Because if it was really that great, then it would be widespread. Doctors would endorse
wouldn't be
it.
a
Your
bandwagon.
doctor would tell you to use it and try it.
Right,
So if that's
right.
not happening, might just be a TikTok fame that's going to come and go.
Great. It's got me so many times.
Yes.
All right. Rhonda, thank you so much.
Thanks.